2 up to the minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and it is a Tuesday. That's right, Tasty Tuesday, 30th of April. Good to see you. Benji's my co-host this morning. Great to see all of y'all this morning. Benji, it's Tasty Tuesday. It's the last day of April. Tomorrow is May 1st. You ready for the summer?
I am ready for the summer. I don't have the summer body yet, but I'm ready.
You're working on it?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah. Are you taking classes this summer?
No, but I should. It would be nice to take at least one class to get out of the way. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later because there's still opportunities to sign up for summer classes and for, of course, the fall classes. We'll get to that later in the show. Okay. As we mentioned, we got a big show for you today. It's Tasty Tuesday. We also got some special guests coming your way. We appreciate you joining us on this Tuesday morning. We're here usually Mondays through Fridays when HCC is in session, most days, of course, live at 10 a.m. Benji, they all can also catch us in social media anytime and on our cable channel as well.
We are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and HCCTV, our own TV channel, where you can catch a rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
All right, so we have it's tomorrow's May 1st. Cinco de Mayo is coming up this weekend. Do you have big plans for Cinco de Mayo?
I'll be in Austin, actually.
You'll be in Austin.
Yeah.
All right. Should be a lot of fun there.
This artist called Luis Miguel. So it's
okay.
Keeping it in the Mexico stuff, you know.
Well, you got a big weekend ahead. We've got some special things to talk about for Cinco de Mayo just in a few moments. But first, Benji, you're going to be talking with this next guest. Dr. Derek Irvin is the new Vast Academy Program Director. Good to see you on the show, Derek.
Thank you, Todd. Good to see you again.
Good to have you with us. We're looking forward to hearing congrats on your position, and we're looking forward to talking to you, at least Benji will, in just a few moments.
Thank you.
But as we mentioned, it's Cinco de Mayo is on a Sunday this year, but it's still on a weekend, and the celebration, really, it's going to start soon. As we gear up for Tasty Tuesday, we're getting ready to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and we've got a very special guest joining us. Ruben Ortega is the executive pastry chef at H-Town Restaurants, a James Beard finalist, outstanding pastry chef, and he's back on the show. Good to see you, Ruben. Glad to have you with us once again. I think your mic is still muted. Let's see if we can get you unmute your mic.
Good to see you. How you doing? How are you?
We're doing great. We're doing great. And as you heard, Benji is going to Austin for the weekend, but I know you guys have H-Town Restaurants, a lot of things in store. But we're not only talking Cinco de Mayo, but there are other events Urbe is celebrating. Maybe you can tell us about that.
Well, actually, Urbe is celebrating Cinco de Mayo, celebrating Mexican Mother's Day, or you call it Hispanic Mother's Day on May 10th. We're going to run a special menu, special drinks and all that. On Cinco de Mayo, we will have mariachis. We have DJ from like 10 to 3. We'll have like that, they call it Hugo's famous brunch buffet. So we're going to do a buffet. And we're going to celebrate that way. And all the restaurants are going to have activities at the same time. So we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo, Días de Mayo, and Mother's Day. So it's going to be quite fun this month.
A lot is going on, especially in May. Now, Cinco de Mayo comes up on Sunday this year. As I mentioned before the show, we're kind of getting cheated because it's a leap year. It should have been on Saturday. It should always be on a Friday or Saturday, always. But this year it's on a Sunday night, which is a school night for many of us. But you guys are starting I guess, is it going to be a whole weekend long celebration for y'all?
Yes, basically we're going to start on Friday and Saturday. We already like booked for I guess some people are celebrating earlier. So, but our main day will be Cinco de Mayo on Sunday. So we expect a lot of customers, and it's gonna be a fun day. Urbe is gonna be, I think, the more fun. That we're gonna have mariachis. They're gonna sing together with a DJ. We're gonna have a DJ for like an hour, and then we're gonna have the brunch. And then after that, brunch goes from like 10 to 3, and then we still open from 3 to 6 for the late people that want to come and have an extra margarita with caution.
Margarita or 2, of course. And we mentioned Mexican Mother's Day or Hispanic Mother's Day. I know that's on the 10th. Here in the U.S., it's on the 12th. Tell us, is there a difference between the two holidays? What's traditional for Mexican Mother's Day as opposed to here in the States?
Well, I think for a traditional Mexican Mother's Day, always lands on the 10th, regardless of which day it is the May 10th. And for the state's Mother's Day is the second Sunday of the month, I believe. Oh, so and I just remember now, we celebrate Cinco de Mayo, 10 de Mayo. It's always, no matter what day it is, it's a day to celebrate mom. And then my mother's birthday is on the 11th.
Wow.
So she gets present twice. So I guess.
Well, I was going to ask about that because my birthday falls 2 days after Christmas. So most of the time it was like, here's your Christmas present and your birthday present as well. When you're a kid, you're like, Brad, thanks. But you guys, she gets 2 rounds of presents. Presents rather.
Yes.
Do you celebrate for birthdays?
Yes. And actually last year we did a special event. She turned 80 last year, and I got to get together with all the family, and she had a lot of fun. So this year, my brother Hugo and some of my sisters took her to Mexico for her 81st birthday. So they celebrated early, but still we're gonna celebrate her this coming Mother's Day and her birthday.
Wow, that's going to be a lot of fun. You guys got a busy weekend ahead of you, Ruben.
Oh, I have a busy month. I tell you that.
Busy month, and you're a busy guy. I mean, I know you're a James Beard Award finalist, and a pastry chef. And I know we've talked before. You and Hugo both have your roots back here at HCC, correct?
Yes, Hugo is. I believe Hugo is second generation when the program started. I'm a third generation. We went to HCC early 90s, got our degree from HCC, and then the rest is history. We went alumni for I don't know, 20 something years, I guess, and wow. that's what everything started.
I mean, you're living the dream now. A lot of our students, look at you. I know Hugo has made a massive donation to the culinary building, has a library there, and is recognized. He's so gracious, and you are as well, for appearing on our programs and representing the college. A lot of our students look up to you guys and what you've been able to build and attain in the success. What advice would you give to the students going through the culinary program that say, you know what, I want to be like the Ortegas one day. I want to run my own business. I know they don't know there's so much hard work in getting to where you are right now.
Well, actually, it is hard work. It's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. I think that we actually have a couple of students now, more than ever, coming from HCC. I'm very proud of that. And we just hired Ashley, and she graduates in May, and she's an amazing person. We have several that are coming from HCC, and we always support that. My only advice will be to work hard, try to do as much as you can, learn as much as you can, and get good grades. I was lucky enough to meet Eddie Van Dam. That was my mentor. Yeah. I think he's still with HCC. Yes. Amazing individual. And from then on, it was just one of those things that everything just fall in place. But it's not impossible. We have so many people that come and work with us for a year or so, and then go. One person came, worked with us for a year, then went to Spain, and started in Spain, met his wife, and now he's going back to Spain. So those kind of things in the culinary world. So it's not impossible. We always have the door open for HCC students. Always happy to have them.
Well, we're so appreciative of that. I know we missed the culinary students because before the pandemic, we had a cafe here at the district offices that were run by the students. Chef Eddie in the house all the day. You can go downstairs, get some great food. Then they built this brand new culinary building, and then moved all the students out. So we've got vending machines downstairs. How do you replace culinary arts program cooking with vending machines. They're nice vending
Oh
machines.
man, that is not good. That's not good.
When you worked for HCC, did they have a cafe here at District, or was that before that time?
No, no, no. When we had students, we actually went to the main campus, the original building. We
Yeah.
were on the third floor, and that was where the culinary school was. It was, I think, only just one, two, three, or four class rooms, and we have to like take things all the way down, move things around, and it was just like back in the day. That was the
Yeah.
the original kind of like it was real, basically.
Right.
But
Well,
I'm so happy because all these new students. I went to the new building. It's amazing. It's state of the art. I love it, and I'm on the advisory board, and I think they have done an amazing job what they have done with that. Sorry about the food, though. I mean,
we missed the culinary program, but we can go over there and get food several times throughout the semester. We really appreciate you, Chef Ruben Ortega, being on the show, and you're a fine example of what our students can aspire to be. We appreciate you, and we wish you and your family continued success.
thank you so much, and please, if you have time, come and celebrate on Cinco de Mayo. Any of the restaurants.
Well, you've got a deal, because I think Benji's going to be in Austin, so he'll have to join you maybe on Mother's Day weekend, but I'm definitely going to come by this weekend.
Glad you have to come by.
All right, Benji, you got another idea for taking your girlfriend out next weekend, maybe?
Or my mom on Mother's Day.
Take your mom on
nice.
Mother's Day.
There you go, Benji.
Do that as well.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, I'll let you take things over, because I know you've got the brand new director of the VAST program on the show.
Yeah, we're moving on to Dr. Derek Irvin. He is the new VAST Academy program director and former program director for HCC's Alternative Teaching Certification Program Director. Welcome to the show, Dr. Irvin.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Of course. And I also want to tell you congratulations on your new role. Let's begin with like a brief history of what the VAST Academy is.
Yeah, so the VAST Academy is it stands for, and I'm very new to the program. It's my 5th week, and I'm super excited about this opportunity. But it's the Vocational Advancement and Skills Training Academy here at the college. It's 30+ years old, started by our executive director, Sue Maraska. It's just it's going to sound trite and overused, but this is the best job I've had so far in education. And I've been in education for a long time. Started out in the United States Air Force. When I got to HCC, 15, 16 years ago, started out as a support person. Then I led the teacher certification program for about 3 years, left there, went to correctional education, worked with students here at HCC in the jails, left there after I got my doctorate. They called me back to the teacher certification program, did that for 4 years, even during COVID. The program was not in a good place. We got it back on track. We got it reaccredited this past February. And then next thing I know, here I am sitting here in this incredible program, working with students who are referred to as intellectually or developmentally challenged. But one of the things I've been using since I've been here is I like to use the word differently able, as opposed to saying intellectually or developmentally disabled. I say intellectually or developmentally able in a different way. Wonderful, wonderful opportunity I have been given to work with these students. My 5th week, and I can't say enough the joy and the honor it is to be serving with Sue in this program.
Of course. And I do want to tell you, I've been directing the graduation there for the VAST Academy for the past 3 years. And let me just tell you, the parents, when they speak to us and they tell us, we heard about this program from across the country, and we heard it's one of the best in the nation. And that's all you keep hearing from these parents, and that they actually move here just for their students could be in this program. So I want to say congratulations to you and all your team for a great program there. But also hit the topic of FAFSA and how that plays a role in your academy.
Yeah, that's an important point. And to your point about the graduation, I served as the golf alum carrier about 2 or 3 years ago. And when I got my graduate degrees, one of the things I said I was always do was I was always reach back. I would either serve in whatever capacity they needed me in the Vast Academy graduation and or adult education. And so when I served as the Gaffelon, 2 or 3 years ago, I mean, to see, to your point, the parents, their excitement, their appreciation for the program, the students. I mean, there was one student who played the violin, and I mean, she's going to play it again for the 3rd time this year for graduation. She is an absolute wonder to watch playing that. And so when we talk about financial aid is now that our courses are now offered as CEUs, now our students are able to apply for financial aid. And it's an affordable program, but still some students just don't have access to $259, which is what it costs for one of our courses. So financial aid is available for students to pay for any of our courses. They typically are going to take anywhere from, well, it's going to be 4 courses that they'll take in a semester. So they'll take 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, and they'll either come to classes on a Monday or a Wednesday or a Tuesday, Thursday. So the financial aid is just an incredible opportunity for students to access financial resources to pay for their classes.
Of course. And what type of certificates are offered there in your program?
It's an occupational skills certificate, institutionally awarded by HCC. And what that really means in short is that we are giving these students knowledge and skills that they'll need to go out and work in the workplace. But more importantly, too, which I think sometimes get overlooked, is that we're working with students who are really going to end up being independent. We want them, if they want to be independent, we want to show them how to, once we give them the knowledge and skills necessary to live independently. So one of the requirements when they even apply to the program is that they have to be able to come to class and be independent and be able to work without any assistance from their parents or their guardian or what have you. And so once they get into the program and they learn this knowledge and develop these new skill sets, then we want them to be able to, if they want, to be able to get their own apartments. They'll be able to go and look for jobs and or even get promoted, ultimately promoted on their current jobs.
Of course. And like I said, I mean, we've been working with the VAST program for a while now, and we showcased some of the students for one of the graduations. We interviewed them, and it comes to find out that they work for Tesla out in Austin in their new factory over there. And I was just like, that's crazy, because the fact
people would never think.
People right?
And never think.
So independent, and they're achieving great things because of the VAST Academy, which is There's even one student that came through the program before I got here a number of years ago who I met. He's still working here some 15 years later, right here at the Central Campus. And not just in terms of working, one of our students is going to be graduating from St. Thomas the day after our VAST graduation. She's going to graduate with her associate's degree. So from employment to moving from, our program after they graduate, they'll go into university programs, St. Thomas, UT, so what we're doing here, I think it is the best kept secret in a way. And thank you for sharing your history, your knowledge of the program, because it truly is a joy to work with Sue and the rest of her team here in the VAST Academy. Of course, yeah. And also one more thing that I want to bring up is that everybody's getting ready for graduation, even us. What are the plans for the big day on May 10th?
Yeah. So I will be the Gaffelon carrier again. I have that honor to do that. One of our students is going to be Leo Guzman will be one of our student speakers. And then we'll have another graduate that I mentioned earlier. She's going to come and play the violin again. And I tell you, this is going to sound so trite and overused, but I'm going to tell you, I was so beyond moved by her talent, because the students, they so support each other, not just in class, but when she finished, I looked around that auditorium and I mean, she got a standing ovation. And I sat there and I was so moved and so grateful to be working in an industry that I know I am in purpose, that I'm working on purpose. And so it's going to be another incredible event. It's a production.
Yeah, really.
It is a true production. And I'm glad HCC puts a lot of effort behind this event, because these students our students really want to be recognized for their achievements and then moving on to even greater things.
Okay. And then lastly, because we're running out of time here, but I do want to ask about this, the vast classes that are being offered in the summer at summer camps.
Yes,
Please tell us
yes.
about that and
Yeah. There are several classes or several camps going on over the summer. One is a STEM camp, which of course STEM stands for the science, technology, engineering, and math. Everyone has been talking about STEM for a number of years now. So we have that camp going on this year. That's for returning students or alumni. Then there's Exploring Houston, and that's going to be also for returning students. And that's basically learning how they're going to do field trips, like going around the city and seeing all sorts of sites or what have you, and getting familiar with, from the museum to the zoo to NASA, you name it. But also how to get on the internet and explore how to find out about additional sites around the Houston area that really is in essence like the best kept secret.
Okay.
These STEM camps are going to be held at 3 different locations. I didn't get to mention earlier. So I work out of the Central Campus, downtown, Midtown, and then there are 2 other locations, Stafford and Spring Branch, and each one of these locations are offering their different STEM camps or summer camps over the summer.
Okay, well, perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Derek Irvin, the new
Pleasure.
Vast Academy Program Director and former ATCP Program Director.
Thank you. Thank you.
All your info on our post after the show. That way students can check this out, parents or anybody. So thank you so much for being here.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, boy, they got a lot of good stuff going on at Vast.
They do.
I know you witness a lot of it during the graduations, which we have coming up, as you mentioned, May 10th, right?
Yeah, May 10th.
Yeah, I'll be there too. All right. So we've got a few announcements before we wrap things up. One of them, a Lunch and Learn ABCs of Compensation Market Study. Join HCC's talent engagement team for a webinar to understand its approach to compensation, to gather insights from employees. They'll demonstrate real employee examples of how same job rewards and career growth are compensated. It's happening today, starting very soon, 11:30. It's a webinar. So you can register. Registration is required. All you have to do is go to a link. We'll provide that in the social media post after the show. And also we've got something called a Taste of Dance.
Yeah, we do have a Taste of Dance.
Taste of Dance.
The HCC Northwest performance, the final student performance at the Spring Branch campus. Students will perform solos, they choreographed, and also choreographed by guest artists. This will take place Friday, May 3rd at 7:30 p.m. Registration is not necessary. Everybody is welcome. So please check out our post after the show for more info about the event.
So I guess by taste, they mean like examples of dance.
Yeah, I guess so.
I thought there was going to be food.
I could give you a little taste right now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. But food, no food. Music auditions. Students interested in furthering their musical education can attend student auditions to learn about the program. That's 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. Saturday, May the 4th, the day before Cinco de Mayo. It's at HCC Central Fine Arts Center. Check our post after the show for more information. Graduation, yeah, that's right around the corner, and we've got a big festival for our grads.
Yeah, it's called Grad Fest, calling all of the spring graduates. Graduates can join HCC Student Life for Grad Fest to record a shout out to be shared at the commencement ceremony. Take pics with Swoop, decorate their grad caps. So please, if you're gonna do that, bring your caps and share some good times with their fellow graduates. Several dates and locations are lined up, but the next ones are today from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Tuesday, April 30th at the Eastside campus. And then also we have one on Wednesday, May 1st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Coleman. And we also have one on Wednesday, May 1st from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stafford campus. So for more of these events, check out our post after the show for more info.
You know, when I was in college, it wasn't a thing to decorate the graduation caps.
Really?
Yeah, wasn't a thing. Nowadays, everybody wants to do it.
It gives a little pizzazz to
it does.
You know?
All right, for the sake of time, we're skipping down to fall registration because that is ongoing right now, along with summer registration. We've got 5 ways to learn, 2 of them online, 2 of them which are hybrid, and then of course in-person classes. Go to hccs.edu/apply. Good Works Wednesday, that's happening tomorrow. We'll discuss the #1 cause of preventable death after injury. I didn't know this. Bleeding. Bleeding, the #1 cause. May is Stop the Bleed month, so we'll learn about the critical importance of first aid skills. And later this week, Film Friday coming up on, believe it or not, did you know Film Friday happens on a Friday?
Really?
I know, it's
I would have
something
never
new.
thought.
Yeah, it's something new this year we're trying. We used to have it on Monday. It didn't catch on, but this year we're doing it on Friday. Anyway, well, welcome back the Aurora Picture Show. Yeah, so that's Film Friday. All right, so you're not on until next week, right?
Not until next week.
All right, so he's got to go back to work and do other things. I think they do need you to help with the board meeting. They're going to have upstairs.
Also, stay tuned for the board meeting.
Yeah, well, that's not till Friday. Well, it's tomorrow, but it'll show it on Friday.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We're back tomorrow live with all your HCC news on Up to the Minute, live at 10 a.m.